You say Wilkes-Barre in Wyoming County is very important?
Wyoming Valley.
Wyoming Valley.
And in that area, well, you've heard of the Wyoming Massacre. That was quite a conflagration. But have you ever heard of Peter Harris?
No.
He was an early explorer that came up into that area up to Susquehanna. Harrisburg is named for him, by the way. Had good contact. I think he may have spoken several Native American dialects because it was a heck of a melting pot. But Harrisburg is named for him. He is buried on Mugwalutamunk Bottoms, or Wyalutamunk, down below the Susquehanna, going down toward, you go through falls and on down. That was heavily populated. But he is buried at, phonetically, Mugwalutamunk. And it was spelled Wyalutamunk, like W-Y-O-L-U-T-I-M-I-N-K, or U-N-K. Unk also is related to Ankh, Hunk, Tunk. The U-N-K, it's dialectic. But Peter Harris was quite an exploiter.
Well, today, where is this place today? Is this down in Harding or where?
A little bit, well, actually it's across the river from Harding. Harding was on both places. There's a mental asylum there. I forget what that's called. I visited. Pitiful people. But that's only a short distance down the Susquehanna from what is Falls, PA. That's big enough, has a little post office and quite a little settlement. Now mainly fishermen. And
is it where the vegetable farm is, or is it farther down than that? There was a vegetable farm a couple miles south of Falls on the east side of the river.
Their name escapes me. It'll come to me. I knew them very well and had permission to do anything there.
But Harris is farther down.
Further down, and
you know where Mountain View Cemetery is on 92. The cemetery out there by the Kehoe Mansion. You remember the Kehoe Mansion?
What's the name of
the mine owner, the Kehoes.
Oh, the Kehoe. Yes, I did work there for one of the latest owners. Built fire escapes.
There's a cemetery there. Now, is that near where Harris is buried?
No, Harris is on the other side of the river. If you were to come from Coxton,
yes, up
north on the east side of the river,
yes,
you will. That property owner, oh Lord, I was welcome there. There's a cemetery out there, very historic. Peter Harris is buried there.
Okay.
And some other influential people and a good number of Native Americans, some named, some unnamed. But that's quite a landmark.
There's a big abandoned factory over there now. Do you remember what that is?
I think there's an abandoned sand and gravel plant there that was Wyoming Sand and Gravel at one time owned that, but the manufacturing plant, no, I'm not sure where.
Yeah, it was across the river. It's over on the east side, north of Coxton Yards by a ways. It was between Coxton Yards and Ransom.
I don't remember any impressive manufacturing plant, only that asylum.
Okay.
It was a mental institution ran by the Commonwealth.
Okay.
I lived across the river, and you used to hear the inmates sounding off and screaming and carrying on. And there were a lot of stories about that, abuses and neglect, etc., but we won't go into that.
Well, now, in the 19